This tiny little program, FastStone Capture, is one of the most versatile and economical programs that I've ever found. The reason I got it was because I needed something that would allow me to scroll down a web page and capture everything that I see as I scroll. Now, there's not too many software applications that can actually allow you to do that, but this one does, and it does it quite well. I'll show you that in a second. Just want to quickly go over some of the settings here. If you click on the far right button, you can see that there's a few different settings that are available. About the only one that I've ever used is this one for the auto scroll interval, and the higher the number, the slower the scroll and the better the quality. So I have mine set at about 500. Anything less than that, and sometimes it doesn't capture it too well, and anything more than that, it takes forever. That's about the only setting that I ever change. You can also add some additional functions to the interface if you'd like, just by clicking on these buttons right here, and then you've got a slightly bigger interface that you're working with. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do a scroll capture. So we'll move that up there just out of the way a bit, and we'll turn on our web page that we've already got set up. There it is there. And I'm using this web page because it's something that I did last week actually with students in my intermediate reading class. They just spent a week reading about music and then talking about it and debating it and whatnot. And I came across this website, which unfortunately has a subscription requirement for certain pages, including this one. And luckily I was able to just get to this page without having to buy a subscription. And decided that I will maybe share this with the students because they might be curious what is considered to be the #1 greatest song of all time. And as you can see, it's Bob Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone. Okay, let's show you how this scroll function works. I'm going to click on the button here that you use for this capture scrolling window. There it is there. And it comes up with what it thinks is a good place to start capturing and scrolling, but you can change it if you want. If you move your mouse around, you can see the highlighter moves around with your mouse and is prepared to scroll different parts of the screen for you. Now you also have a great function. If you look in the lower right corner, it says custom scroll mode in the very bottom setting there, and that's where you hold down the control key. So I'm going to now hold down the control key. Don't just tap it, but hold it down. And then with it held down, I have these rangefinders, or whatever you want to call them, that allow me to define exactly what I want to scroll. So I'm going to start up there in the upper left and move it over here so it's got the whole page without all the extra white stuff. Then I let go of the control button and let go of the mouse button, and then go over to the down arrow key on the edge of the page. And so now the page is being scrolled by FastStone at about 500 milliseconds. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds impressive, doesn't it? That's the interval, 500 milliseconds. Okay, and it's almost down to the bottom of the screen, and once it's finished, it'll just automatically import this page, what it has scrolled, into the editor, and there it is there. It's inside the FastStone editor window, and we can just double check and see if it did a decent job. Don't see any problems there at all. Okay, so it has successfully imported that whole page from top to bottom, and the next thing you can do with this is actually annotate it, and you can do that by going over to the draw button. Click on that, and you can actually use one of these tools to highlight certain text. So there's a highlight of the one of the headings. If you want to add some text of your own, again, it's very simple. And as you can see, there's a number of different tools here to choose from, and I've actually found this quite useful when I've caught students plagiarizing, and I've been able to, capture their the web page that they were plagiarizing from, and then highlight it for them, and then annotate it for them, and they never plagiarize again when I, share that with them. Anyway, you can click the OK button, and there you see it's all now a permanent part of this image. And then you can actually save the image by going here to Save As, and there's a number of different options to choose from. I'm going to choose the PDF option, and you can change the file name to whatever you want. Click Enter, and there it's saved. Now just a quick look at the menu on top. You can see that there's lots of other features available. You can zoom in, zoom out, and we've done the draw function. You can add captions, edging, resizing. Resizing is very easy with this. Just whatever number you want to plunk in, it automatically maintains perfect aspect ratio, and you can easily undo anything that you've done just by clicking on undo, and it works just fine. Emailing is done just at a click of a button, and it also has a fully functional print function. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. And that's it for this tutorial. Thanks very much for watching. The next tutorial on FastStone will be about how to do video capturing.